I'm Matilda, and this is my husband Henrik, and this is our 11-meter long motorhome, a holiday Rambler Neptune. With our two kids, Manne and Zeke, we're traveling Europe during 2020. Please subscribe and follow our journey.
And I keep you in my heart is where you are. I still think of you.
We are 3 weeks into our adventure to travel Europe during the whole of 2020 when we reached the French border, having crossed the Baltic Sea by ferry and traveled through Germany. Our next goal is to reach the next sea, the Mediterranean, traveling through France.
Goodbye, Germany! And hello, France! Grand Canal d'Alsace. Pardon my French.
And French roads turned out to be quite different from German motorways.
Through another tiny village, slightly bigger road.
We immediately traveled up in the hills and through many very picturesque French villages to reach our first camp spot in France. And that spot was an immediate winner.
Okay, so we just parked up at our very first camp spot in France. Pretty nice, hey? Sun is shining and we can have the door open and we just have the mountains and the sun. Pretty good, hey Henrik?
Yeah, really good. Really good.
What do you think, Manne? Bra.
In my heart is where you are. I still think of you. I want you coming back. Call me when you want. Maybe I can take it on my heart. Oh, yeah, yeah. Give me your love. Yeah, yeah. Call me when you want. Maybe I can take it on my heart. Oh, yeah, yeah. Give me your love.
Our first camp spot here in France turned out to be a real winner. We're parked up on this hillside surrounded by just greens and mountains. So we've spent a night here. We had some beautiful weather yesterday. We were just sitting outside for the first time, enjoying the sunshine. Today we are gonna travel a little bit further inland France. Our goal is to reach a campsite in just outside of Lyon later on today. One and a half hour in driving on French roads. And this is our second toll station. So we'll see how much we owe. I think this one is dependent on how far you've actually driven. So, because we...
Ticket.
Yeah, put the ticket in.
Yeah.
Because we had to... Oh, wow.
13 euros.
It's pretty expensive. We didn't drive that far. But yeah, so we stopped a while back, a few kilometers back, to receive the ticket, and now when we drove off the big road, we had to insert the ticket and pay. So what do you reckon? Like,
Well, we spent 20 euros so far on toll roads.
20 euro. and we've driven like 15 kilometers in France.
150.
150, sorry, yeah. Yeah. So we'll see how much it costs us to actually drive through France, but so far I think we made the right decision to travel as far as we could in Germany. Yeah.
A couple of hours later, we arrived at our first actual campsite since leaving Sweden, in a suburb just outside of Lyon. We've been free camping so far at so-called camp spots that we find through the Park for Night app. A camp spot gives you a place to stay for the night and usually allows you to empty and refill your water tanks. Sometimes you can get plugged-in power, but that usually comes with an extra charge. Free camping that we've been doing means that we have barely had any plugged-in power thanks to the fact that we have solar power and two awesome lithium batteries that charge as we drive. That basically means we are self-sufficient in electricity, which is a bit unusual but very luxurious for a motorhome. But it was time to take some proper showers outside of the motor, and we also had a mountain of laundry to go through.
Kommer stödbenen ner, Manne?
Nej.
Säg till när de kommer då. Ser du dem?
Nej. De är inte igen.
Time for this family to do some laundry and have a proper shower. We have had a proper shower for a few times in the RV, but this is our first campsite, so
Today I'm gonna have a shower that lasts more than 30 seconds. So that's really nice.
that's nice.
On our way to a big mall just on the other side of the motorway from the campsite to stock up on some supplies. We've pretty much emptied the fridge, which is really good. Our aim is to throw as little as we possibly can. With kids though, we're gonna have some waste anyway, but yeah, just try and check out a French supermarket and see if we can get what we're after. We also need tomatoes, tomato sauce. We could use some more pasta, potatoes.
So that, okay, so we'll walk there. So far, Matilda has only
What cheese and wine.
bought cheese and wine, yeah. No food. We might slightly have overdone this.
No, but seriously, I've never seen a bigger supermarket than this, and I just went nuts. Like, I could have stayed in there all day, just going through the aisles and just reading the packages. I love this.
So we're gonna try to fit everything in In here,
And the cheese aisle. Like, don't even get me started on the cheese aisle.
we brought 2 bags, but it's not going to be enough to carry everything.
No, but
Manne, you have to
seriously,
pitch in.
Did you see the cheese aisle? It's like I could go in there every day and have a look.
Just on our way from the grocery shop.
Yeah, not bogan at all.
And it's full underneath as well. Right? Feels good. We got everything we wanted.
Yeah, but seriously, that store, it was amazing. Amazing. They had like 5 aisles just for cheese. Seriously.
Which is like half of the stuff we got.
Yeah.
Has something to do with cheese.
Ja. Hämtar du lite mer då?
Ja.
Bra! Tack! So I say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh oh oh. I've never seen anybody do the things you do before. Bra Manne kompis! So the fridge is well stocked again. Heaps of yummy veggie food for at least another week or 2. And then dry goods storage is like jam-packed. So I also had to keep another little dry goods bag in the bedroom, but we'll eat our way through that as well. Laundry day at the campsite. So this is the first time we've done laundry during the whole trip, but we've done pretty good. I don't really think that we've missed out on any clothes. We brought enough socks and underwear and stuff. And here I've also used the sock saver again. And this is just, we've put them over the radiator just to be able to dry them. So we don't have to pay for drying machines and stuff all the time, but we can dry some clothes at home. And this is just a tiny little clothes rack that we have. And besides that, we've just hanged and spread all of the clothes out to dry overnight before we pack them in tomorrow.
And then, with the whole family cleaned, with fresh clothes and a full fridge, we decided to take a break from the campsite and go to Lyon for some sightseeing.
Taking our first trip into Lyon today. Just waiting to catch the bus. Just took the bus into Lyon, which was quite an experience.
Or getting out of the bus station.
It wasn't really as smooth as just getting out. It was like 3 elevators and escalators and what have you. And also we have like the big pram with us. But we're just walking alongside the river now here in Lyon. We are going up to the Notre Dame church to have a look and grab a coffee and yeah, just have a bit of a sightseeing.
Lyon is the capital city of France's Auvergne Alps region. On a hill in the middle of the old town lays the Basilica of Notre Dame de Fourvière, built in 1872.
So the plan is for me and the boys to get up there. Whoa, we're already there. Get up there. It's quite a climb.
Yeah.
See if we can do it.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Ah, good. It's nice that it's not really warm.
Come on, Manne. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
we ended up walking half the way and took some sort of cable tram. But we jumped on the wrong one, so we went all the way down again, then switched, then went all the way up. But now we're finally here. And with this buggy, it was a tight squeeze to even get us through the elevators that we needed to access in order to get on and off the train. Oh yeah, and one hungry little guy.
Lyon Center reflects over 2,000 years of history, from Roman amphitheaters and medieval Renaissance architecture. We arrived during low season and could just walk past all the closed, cozy little restaurants, shops and bakeries in the old town. Even almost completely closed for the season, the old town is beautiful though, and reminded us a lot of Stockholm's old town, with its charming, narrow cobblestone alleys. From the Notre Dame, we enjoyed amazing views over the city that holds just over 500,000 people. And before leaving, we could not resist going on the Ferris wheel with Manne, that was so excited to jump on board.
Okay, so we're catching the metro to the big bus station where we're gonna catch the bus back to the campsite. So it turns out it's quite the challenge to bring this buggy with us when traveling around Lyon, but it's been a good experience and we've had quite a good day.
But as fun and exciting it might be to sometimes go for sightseeing, we headed back to camp and prepared to leave for the real reason we traveled to the Lyon area in the first place, meeting up with old hiking friends of mine from Champtier, situated about 1.5 hours west of Lyon.
Thank you.